Eren Jaeger is a famously stubborn, impulsive, and strong-willed boy. He cannot stand to see anyone imprisoned or oppressed. When the people in his village resigned themselves to living like livestock inside the walls, Eren, on the other hand, dreamed of seeing the outside world and refused to live in a cage. His explosive nature was evident when young Eren insisted on joining the Survey Corps to fight the Titans, even daring to argue with his own mother. He called the people who refused to leave the walls cowards who lived like livestock. As the protagonist in Attack on Titan, Eren grew up with burning hatred for the Titans. A tragedy in his childhood shaped Eren. He witnessed his mother die, eaten by a Titan right before his eyes when the Shiganshina wall was breached. That dark moment fueled his determination. From that day on, Eren swore to exterminate every Titan from the face of the earth until none were left. And in the original story, Eren's role evolved far beyond just a hero who wanted to kill Titans. He even activated the Rumbling, unleashing hundreds of colossal Titans from within the walls to trample the world outside Paradis. Eren's choice was truly insane and destroyed almost everything. The Rumbling unleashed by Eren annihilated about 80% of the world's human population. He intended to commit global genocide so that only Paradis Island remained, hoping to stop the cycle of war and Eldian oppression. But what if Eren was born and raised in Marley instead? So that's why in this video, I will explore the possibilities of what would happen if Eren was born and raised in Marley. Now let's imagine and reverse the situation. What if Eren was not born in Paradis, but grew up in Marleyan society instead? Let's assume Grisha had amnesia and brought his family from inside the walls to Marley. Just assume! This means young Eren would grow up in Liberio, an Eldian ghetto in Marley. There would be no giant walls protecting him from Titans, because it was Marley that sent Titans to Paradis. However, from birth, Eren would wear the Eldian Devil armband and experience daily discrimination directly. He would be raised with the Marleyan government's doctrine that the Eldians in Paradis are devils who caused global chaos, and Eldians in Marley must serve as warriors to atone for the sins of their ancestors. But if Eren grew up as a Liberio child, how would his personality be formed? Would his original stubborn and freedom-loving nature fade due to Marleyan indoctrination? Well, considering who Eren is, most likely not. Eren has had an independent mindset since childhood and is difficult to brainwash. In Paradis, when almost everyone was afraid of the outside world, Eren challenged it. So in Marley, it's likely Eren wouldn't just swallow Marleyan propaganda whole either. Imagine young Eren in Liberio. He sees his family and Eldian neighbors forced to live in confinement and treated as second-class citizens by Marley. Eren's anti-oppression nature would surely rebel against such injustice. In school or public places, when teachers or Marleyan authorities taught that Paradis Eldians were devils that must be destroyed, young Eren might remain silent on the surface. But in his heart, he would be disgusted. Not disgusted at the Paradis devils he had never even met, but at the Marleyan regime that was clearly oppressing him every day. When he was in Liberio, he would train desperately, but not to become a Marleyan warrior. Given Eren's stubborn personality and his defiance of authority, the Attack Titan would remain within Eren's body. Grisha would still inherit the power of the Attack Titan, because it is Eren's stubborn personality that would make the Attack Titan choose him. Furthermore, as Eren grew older, he might even join the Eldian Restorationist underground movement like Grisha did. Imagine a young Eren smuggling leaflets or secret information, silently hating the Marleyan government. However, all this analysis boils down to an alternative ending. What happens to the world of Attack on Titan if Eren was born in Marley? Does history repeat itself in a different way? Or does the fate of the world change entirely? Well, let's look at some mind-blowing possible endings to this scenario. First, the Rumbling never happens. In the original timeline, the Rumbling happened because Eren activated it with the Founding Titan. If Eren grew up in Marley, the chances of the Rumbling happening, as in the original, diminish. Without the Rumbling, 80% of humanity would survive the genocide. But that doesn't mean the ending is peaceful and serene. Marley would continue to oppress Eldians, and small wars would continue to rage. Paradis could either be destroyed by Marley or remain isolated. The world survives, but Eldians still suffer, and our Eren might fall as a soldier or die young from the 13-year curse. The second possibility is that the Rumbling still happens. This scenario could still occur, but in a somewhat more difficult way. As a member of the Eldian Restorationists, coupled with the power of the Attack Titan, Eren would be reckless enough to go to Paradis Island. Imagine after becoming a Titan shifter, Eren finally learns the secret of the Founding Titan, or even colludes with Zeke, who has royal blood, to access the Founding's power. Eren could plan to reverse the Rumbling to fight Marley and its allies. For example, Eren manages to seize the Founding Titan, either by kidnapping its heir or some other crazy method, and uses its power with Zeke. Instead of targeting everyone outside Paradis, Eren might target the Marleyan government and its allied forces. In Eren's mind, destroy the oppressors first, free the Eldians, deal with the world later. This limited-scale rumbling would still be terrifying. Marleyan cities could be flattened by the stomp of colossal titans. The world would be in an uproar. But this time, the monster wouldn't be Paradis, but Eren from Marley himself. The tragedy? Eren could end up repeating the history of his ancestor Ymir Fritz, using Titan power on a massive scale and becoming an enemy of the world. So in the end, the Eren and Marley scenario gives us an exciting new perspective. We see how environment can alter a character's journey without changing their core identity. Eren Jaeger will always fight for his own version of freedom. What's clear is that if this alternative story were filmed, there would be many crazy plot twists that would spark heated discussions in the comments section. The Marley version of Eren might no longer be a naive protagonist or a complete antagonist. He is a product of two warring worlds. One thing is certain, wherever Eren is born, he will not stand idly by and watch oppression. Well, that's an alternative Attack on Titan story if Eren was born in Marley. Although I know this explanation is very weak, and it's difficult to know what all would change from the original timeline. But what do you all think? Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.